Charles Manson is a name synonymous with evil, a notorious figure in American history known for his cult and criminal activities that sent shockwaves across the nation. What was it about Charles Manson that made him so strange and unsettling? Was it his charisma, his twisted ideology, or something more? That's what we're going to explore today. On the surface, Manson seemed like just another hippie, preaching about peace and love. But beneath that facade lay a complex and deeply disturbed individual. His behavior and personality were a unique blend of charm and menace, making him both fascinating and terrifying. So what drove Manson to become the man he was? Manson's ability to attract and manipulate people was unparalleled, and his cult, the Manson family, was a testament to his power. But what was it about him that made people so loyal, so willing to commit atrocities on his behalf? Was it his promise of a better life, free from the constraints of society? Or was it something more primal, something that tapped into their deepest desires and fears? Whatever the reason, one thing is certain: Charles Manson was a master of manipulation, and his followers would stop at nothing to carry out his twisted bidding.
Yeah, I'm kind of nervous. I've been locked up in the hole a long time. So for me to come out of that cell, it's a whole brand new experience.
As we delve into the mind of Charles Manson, it's essential to understand that he was a product of his environment, shaped by his experiences and the cultural context in which he lived. The 1960s were a time of great social change, and Manson's message of rebellion and nonconformity resonated with many disillusioned youth. But as we'll see, Manson's own demons and psychological issues played a significant role in shaping his personality and behavior. Manson's childhood was marked by abandonment and instability, with his mother serving time in prison for robbery. This lack of parental guidance and structure had a profound impact on his development, leaving him with deep-seated feelings of insecurity and inadequacy. As he grew older, Manson's antisocial tendencies became more pronounced, leading to a string of convictions and prison sentences. It was during one of these stints in prison that Manson began to develop his philosophical ideas, blending elements of Scientology, Buddhism, and hippie ideology to create a unique and persuasive message. Charles Manson's cult, the Manson family, was more than just a group of followers. It was a surrogate family, a community bound together by a shared sense of purpose and loyalty. Manson played the role of father figure, providing guidance, protection, and a sense of belonging to his followers. But beneath this facade of paternal love lay a web of psychological manipulation, coercion, and control. Manson's followers were trapped in a cycle of abuse, forced to surrender their independence and individuality in exchange for a sense of security and acceptance. The pivotal moment that solidified Manson's infamous status was the brutal murder of Sharon Tate and her friends, followed by the slaughter of the LaBianca family. These heinous crimes carried out by Manson's followers sent shockwaves across the nation, leaving a trail of devastation and grief in their wake. The fact that Manson himself did not directly participate in the murders, yet was still held accountable, speaks to the level of control and influence he wielded over his followers. The Tate LaBianca murders were a defining moment in American history, a stark reminder of the dangers of blind obedience and the destructive power of unchecked charisma. As we reflect on the events leading up to the murders, it's clear that Manson's psychological profile, combined with the cultural context of the 1960s, created a perfect storm of chaos and destruction. Manson's ability to tap into the fears and desires of his followers, coupled with his own twisted ideology, created a toxic cocktail that ultimately led to tragedy. So, what made Charles Manson so weird? In the end, it was a complex combination of psychological issues, cultural factors, and a charismatic personality that came together to create a truly unique and disturbing individual. Manson's story serves as a cautionary tale, a reminder of the dangers of unchecked power and the importance of critically evaluating the ideologies and leaders we follow. Thanks for watching, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on Charles Manson in the comments below. If you're interested in learning more about other infamous historical figures, be sure to check out our videos on Nest of Crimes. And if you subscribe also, that will be cool.